on some shit like, now I do what I want. Now I do what I want. I'm on some shit like, now I do what I want. Now I do what I want. Now I do what I want. Now I do what I want.
What's good, people? Donna is back again today with another video, and in today's video, you guys, I'm so excited. Look at this. I know y'all see it. Like, I know I say this about every wig, but this is my favorite wig. Like, it's October, you guys know I love this time of year. As y'all know, I named my daughter Autumn. Like, I love the fall. What other month to back out the ginger pumpkin spice hair? Like, so I really wanted a new perfect fall hair color hairstyle, so I decided to go all out. Okay, I wanted a Jurassic cut. As you guys see, I did a very symmetrical bob, and then I also did a Jurassic color, which is kind of like this pumpkin spice dark root fading into like a really pretty orange. In this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to bleach your bundles, how to color your bundles, how to make a wig with a closure. My hair is black under this, if anybody is wondering. So even if you want to do a really bright wig, I always show you how to make a wig with like dark hair color. So this is like my first video doing it, like, you know, with the closure and stuff. Of course, the hair that I'm using today is from Ali Julia. And you guys, like, Ali Julia never fails me. It always hangs in there with whatever crazy idea project that I want to do. So anyway, if you guys enjoy, definitely give this video a thumbs up. And if you guys want to see how I slayed and transformed this wig, then definitely keep on watching. And until next time, bye. All right, you guys, so RIP to the middle fingernail that I broke doing this project. Y'all see later. But starting off with my bundles, I'm taking the Ali Julia Brazilian Body Wave, and I'm going to be taking my bleach and my cream developer. I'm going to be using 40 volume. You're going to need a dome cap, a needle and thread, and also something to mix in your bleach. So I'm using a bowl and a paintbrush and a butter knife from my mother's kitchen. So my stupid ass camera decided to not record the beginning, but basically you're just going to go ahead and grab your frontal or your closure, whichever one you're using, and you're going to go ahead and mix in some bleach and developer, but the consistency you want is really, really thick. Like, usually when I'm bleaching hair, I like my consistency to be a bit runny, but for the closure and to bleach the knots, you want that shit to be thick as fuck. You do not want it to seep through the lace, so the thicker the better. I'm taking a butter knife just so I can spread that bitch just like butter right onto the closure, but you want to use light pressure because you do not want the bleach to seep into the holes. Now you just want to go ahead and leave your timer on for 15 minutes, and when you wash it out, you should see that all the knots are blonde. Now I do want to just say, after I blow dried it, I noticed that the roots kind of, you know, got blonde a little bit, but like I said, I decided to leave it because, bitch, this was my first time doing it, and as you guys can see, I'm not perfect, so don't be discouraged if yours don't come out right, because mine didn't either. But yeah, now moving on to bleaching the actual hair. I'm taking more bleach and developer, but this time I want the consistency to be a little bit runny, just so that way it can really saturate the hair. And don't really worry if your roots are blonde, because we're gonna bleach this whole hair blonde anyway. So yeah, when it comes up to the closure, I'm just putting the bleach all the way up to the roots and moving right onto the bundles. So I just want to let you guys know really quick what lengths I was using. I did use two bundles. The longest length was a 26 and the other one was a 22. And as far as this closure, this is, I think, a 18-inch closure. But I just do want to make a disclaimer. If you guys are going to do a bob off rip, like if you already know that you're going to do a bob, get shorter inches, you guys. You do not need a 26-inch if you're going to be cutting it into a bob, okay? So you could definitely save some money on getting shorter inches if you're you're gonna do a bob. And also Ali Julia is having a sale right now for Halloween, so definitely make sure you check out the description box. So yeah, also I wanted to say that I did bleach this hair 2 times. If you do bleach it once, a darker ginger color when you put the orange on top. If you bleach it twice, it will be more of a brighter orange. So if you do want more of a ginger, you only need to bleach it 1 time, okay? So yeah, now moving on to actual making the wig. Now you just want to go ahead and pop on the dome cap to your foam head, and this is going to be the only time you're going to be using a needle and thread. So y'all already know that a bitch cannot sew, so do not be disencouraged, okay? We only going to just be using it for a short period of time. So I did want to let you guys know that my bundles did come out a little bit darker blonde than the front two, but the front two is going to go at the top, so who gives a fuck? So I'm just going to be using these wig pins to put my closure on, and you're going to want to go ahead and use the 2 lines that's on the dome cap to really, you know, get that right in the middle. I like to always put my closures in the middle because even though they're in the middle, I could do a middle part and a side part. So yeah, now from side to side, you're gonna go ahead and use the wig pins, and you want to pull taut so that way your closure is nice and tight and there's no, you know, gaps in between. And then you just want to go ahead and grab one more pin and, you know, secure the back. Now you're going to take your curved needle and some thread about arm's length, and you're going to want to begin to sew all around the closure to tie it and make it one with the cap. So I like to start in the back and do one side at a time. So I just do single stitch. Like I said, I ain't no damn professional at this, and I ain't really that good at sewing. So in and out all the way until you reach the edge. I'm telling you guys, it is simpler than what you think. It just takes some practice. So after you keep stitching all the way down to the edge, what I like to do to really secure it is loop around the needle like 2 or 3 times, and then I'm going to pull really tight. I do that a couple of times actually, and then I'm going to snip the edge of the thread, and then I'm going to tie a couple of knots. That's going to ensure that this shit ain't going nowhere and my closure is going to stay flat as possible. So this is what it should look like after you stitch the whole closure. So yeah, for me it's just easier to do one side at a time. But yeah, now we're gonna go ahead and take some weave bond glue. I forgot to mention that you need some glue. You could use the needle and thread throughout the whole wig if you guys wanna, you know, stitch your wig on, but that is just too much time. I'm a mom and I don't got time for that, and I'm very impatient. So glue works for me. The 30-second glue is my absolute favorite. So yeah, I showed you guys how to glue on tracks in my last wig video. So yeah, it's just measuring and then gluing them on. It's super simple. So this was about 1 bundle done, and then now moving on to the second bundle. Since it was a bob, I only used 2 bundles. I do not want to make it super full. So now when you want to close off your wig, you just want that last track to meet right where you put the stitches of the closure. So as long as they're meeting and they're married and they are as one, you ain't gonna see no tracks once you put the closure down. So now your wig is all done, and as you guys can see, she is 26 inches long, and she is a really pretty blonde. I did not tone the hair. This is just after 2 bleaches and the wig. Now I'm going to show you guys how to cut basically the underneath of the cap to expose the lace. That way when you put it on your head, you don't see that black cap showing underneath your closure. It actually looks like scalp. So yeah, you just want to make sure that you do not cut any of the stitches, because then you're going to unravel the closure. So be very careful. But now you see it looks just like scalp, and she is looking amazing. Now I'm going to cut her into a bob. If you want to leave her long, but I wanted to do something crazy. So this is my first time I've ever done a bob. I should have let Kenny cut it because he's a barber and he's really good at doing bobs, but listen, bitch, I wanted to do everything on my own, okay? So I'm going to do a ponytail in the back, and I'm just going to make a straight across cut. The ponytail is going to determine how long or short you want it. And as you guys can see, she came out really choppy, but don't worry, we're going to fix it. And this whole bob, I did it with a scissor. If you guys get kind of like a T-liner or like a barber machine, it's a little bit easier. But yeah, so basically it's straight across in the back, and as you get towards the face, you just want to angle downward. So like I said, my camera kept dying, you guys, so it is super hard for me to record these making wig videos, because even though it looks pretty simple, this shit takes me like about 2 or 3 days. So yeah, now after I got, you know, the desired length, I'm just gonna go in with a razor and cut some shorter pieces at the back. This is what's gonna make it look more layered in the back and not just all one length. Also, do not stress if your bob does not come out perfectly cut. You could go ahead and perfect it after you straighten it. I'm just doing a rough draft just to see where I want to place my colors. So yeah, don't even stress about the bob for right now. Now we're going to go in with coloring, and I'm going to use Adore Dyes. Really quick, just X out the Cancun spice in the middle. I didn't even use that. I did use Paprika and Orange Blaze and Ginger. I didn't even show the picture of the Orange Blaze, my bad, but it's just this really, really bright ass orange. So you just want to go ahead and make sure that you have 3 different brushes, so that way none of your colors mix together. I really just used 2 of them. And right now I'm taking Paprika straight out of the bottle, and this is gonna be our root color. So yeah, you just want to make sure that you really, really saturate this. I love using Adore hair dyes. They're so easy. You do not need any developer or any type of conditioner to dilute them. They're very easy to work with. Now I'm going in with Ginger and Orange Blaze, and I mixed them together in a bowl. Okay, so I didn't take them straight out of the bottle. They are mixed together. That's what's giving me that orangey yellow color. And straight on down from the Paprika shade, you just want to saturate the hair in those 2 colors, and make sure that you're using your fingers to really, really marinate the colors together, so that way they're seamlessly blended. Now that you have all the dye in your hair and it looks like a bloody beautiful massacre, you just want to go ahead and let that sit for like an hour. You can even leave it overnight. It's not going to damage the hair. And you guys, this is what the color came out. Can you guys see the blend from the Paprika roots all the way to that orangey yellow? It has so much dimension. Oh, you guys, I'm fucking living for this wig. Now I'm just going to go ahead and flatten out the closure, and I'm just going to straighten her and really style her. You also want to make sure that you're bumping in the ends, so that way, you know, she looks really, really put together and just beautiful. And then from this point, after you straighten it, you're going to really see where you fucked up with the cut. So this is when you want to go ahead and really, really perfect the bob. Okay, and this is when it's all going to come together. And that is it, you guys, for this really pretty pumpkin spice wig tutorial. I love it. I just wanted to show you guys really quick how I pop her on my head. So yeah, you just want to go ahead and cut the excess lace the lace with some scissors, and that takes 2 seconds. What do you guys think I should name this wig? Right now she's just giving me Cardi B vibes. I don't know, I think I might name her Cardi. But yeah, you guys can rock her in a middle part or move it to the side and rock the side part. I was OD feeling the side part. But yeah, you guys, that's it for this wig tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed. Alright, you guys, so this is the completed look, you guys. I'm fucking gagging. Like, I am fucking feeling it. First of all, this is the first time that I've ever bleached the knots, and I must say, like, I can see the difference now. I'm a true believer of bleaching the knots. So definitely make sure you bleach the knots. Absolutely obsessed with the color. I mean, and then the bob, like, it's just a huge transformation. Not only is it freaking ginger pumpkin spice, but it's a freaking bob cut. Like, I am loving it. As you guys can see, even though we bleached this hair a hella fucking ton and we did hella color on it, it's still flowy. Like, that is one important thing about a bob. Like, you cannot have a stiff ass bob. Like, it needs to be, you know, super shiny, you guys. I didn't even deep condition it. Bitch, don't even got time for that. But yeah, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching. Definitely hit that subscribe button, and until next time, bye.